Hey kids, JF, Teresa, Killer Kustoms. Check out what we're doing today. Kind of a neat project that I'm hoping will go well. So here's factory interior in this Hemi Roadrunner that we've been working on for a little while. And Graham's concerned about this little rip in the seat, right? So he says, JF, what can you do about that? I don't have any perfect solutions because we're not in the business of this, but I've got a really good idea. I think it's going to work out lovely. So we are going to try it. What's the worst that can happen? Ruin a perfectly good car? So priority one is I'm cleaning this right now and making sure I'm degreasing it. Now, what would likely have happened over the years is if it gets some, Armor All, hate to use a brand name, but definitely Armor All has been one of the worst things at body shops forever. So I'm just trying to make sure that anything I'm going to do here is going to stick well.
So that's a degreaser? Or?
This is a total degreaser, so yeah, so I think I've got it pretty good now. Going to be a couple step process, and when I show you the first step, I think you'll really like it. Or you'll be impressed, maybe. Follow me to the body shop. So this will be one of the first steps. We may not even need this, we'll just edit it once we get to the car, but anyways, there it is. Blob of that'll do ya. Bit of this on the side. I'll take that off because I don't need it in my hands. Okay, down to the car we go. Yeah, so part of the trickiness of this is that this leather or vinyl, look at the texture in it. Never really seen some with that coarse a texture, and you can see even through the seat, the center has a different texture. Mm-hmm. So what I have to do is, first of all, try to match this texture up. I'm going to do that. I'm mixing up a little bit of putty. And when you say, hey, where'd you learn that, JF? I can tell you that I didn't know it 20 minutes ago. I've been thinking about it for a few days, but
You're just making shit up as you go?
I do, yeah. I do that a lot.
This is how most people roll.
Making shit up as they go? So I'm gonna try it on a spot on the seat that you won't see once the seat's closed. If I make a mess, right? The theory is, whoops. Theory is that this won't stick to the seat.
So you're gonna do it here?
No, I have to do it here. See, there's a different textures. Okay, so a little blob here. Oh, we got enough lighting there. And I'm gonna put that in place right there. I'm gonna hold it. I don't know how long, but I'll hold it for there. Now we leave that alone. Just like that.
I don't get it.
You'll get it in a second here. Let's go clean our dishes. My pet peeve is a dirty Bondo board and dirty Bondo paddles. When you're trying to get a perfect finish, if you got one little chunk of crap in there, makes for an awful job.
So what do you use to
Just a little paint thinner. Sand everything down. Clean it. Good. That'll be the end of that part of our project. We'll go back and check on that in a minute. I'm going to take this marker and take the little fibers and stuff, and make sure I paint them black before we put some product in there. Does that make sense? Did I mention the shop's a mess? Frustrates me. I'm gonna try to do everything I can to make everything black in there for starters. Do a little cleanup there again. That's already quite a bit better. Just seeing it like that. So the idea is that we're gonna glue that shut. Now I might use just checking with my finger if when I press down it kind of finds its place. It seems to. I think we're pretty good there. That already looks better, but not fixed yet. Now this should release. All right. Now do you see that? Let's have a look and see if we can show them.
Stop moving it.
Okay. You got it too bright with this. Shut that thing off. Let it focus. You guys see that?
Yep.
That's the actual grain of the leather. So this will become my stamp on top of the leather when I get there.
Good.
So what I want to do is the little bit of urethane. I spewed some out about a half hour ago. I just want to go check on the coloring on it. I can always airbrush the coloring on it. That'll be some tinting and some fooling around. So I'm hoping that the coloring's close before I have to go to airbrush. But yeah, see that? And it's even got a curve this way.
Nice.
So that it'll sit there, fix that spot. That's gonna work beauty. Okay. So let's go have a look at my little blob that I did a half hour ago. So if I just went ahead and put a little urethane in there, when you pull it away, you'd have a little string that comes out, and I'd probably tap it down with my finger. You'd have a repair that probably 90% of people won't notice, but I just don't think it would be as good as what we're attempting here. So that's gonna be the color that we end up with, and I think it's super, super close. We just gotta get it over there to compare it. If that's close enough, then we're probably ready to go to the next step, which might be putting gloves on.
The large ones are below.
It's okay. It's fine. It's just something to keep all this black shit off of me. Yeah, I'm almost thinking that's perfect, hey?
Yeah.
The non-shiny bit there. You got light there? There we go. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any of the black there, but I think I got it all. Okay. So here's the other things I think about when I'm up at night trying to prepare for these jobs. I've got the right stuff here. So when we're doing like fiberglass jobs, we'll wax one surface, put fiberglass on the other, and that keeps them separate. So this is just a little spray wax. Of course, the idea behind that is that we'll transfer the texture, but we won't have it stick. I think we're good there. This is overkill, but I couldn't find my other pieces. Did we mention we're busy right now?
It's a power?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's really important for doing windshields. Okay, we're going one. So it's going to be bonded on the back side of the vinyl and the front side of the vinyl. I need your light. So I'm just pushing that down like that, back and forth to kind of get it everywhere. And the idea would be that this gets pressed down. If it doesn't stick, which it shouldn't. Yeah, see it's sticking there. So got little problems already. So I gotta clean that off. Okay, and I'm gonna spray this again. Now we'll put that in place. We'll leave that there for the next.
And approximately how many minutes?
Usually when we're doing a windshield, it's a few hours.
Oh, all right.
So this has to dry. Take a mold off of the actual surface so that you've got something to stamp. Then fill the surface with something, I mean, it could have been colored silicone or something like that. But I made sure to squirt it in the hole so that it gets behind it, so that that blob is on top and on the bottom. That way it doesn't want to come apart. I tinted it to begin with for the fibers with the black felt.
And will it feel like a smooth surface when it's
It'll
smooth?
feel like a rubbery, smooth surface, just like the rest of the seat, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, see you in a couple hours.
Yeah. Just gonna check. Yeah, the hardener is hard. All right. TV magic, fast forward 3.5 hours. Oh, it's like unwrapping a present. You don't know what you're gonna get. Here's hoping. No, it's still stuck to it. Ah, shit. Did not work the way I wanted it to. It stuck to it. Let me just try that again because it's still wet. Maybe I can just get this wet. Transfer the shape. Watch out.
Looks pretty.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but man, that looks really wicked awesome.
That like that. Transfer the pattern in. Just dry it here and see what we got. So we have the right shape here. And when I release that, it
Oh, wow.
should have the right stamping in it. Now we'll just let it dry up. Gosh, it looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave that overnight. See you guys in the morning. Okay, Teresa, last step.
Show me.
Last step is just to spray some of this protectant on there. And there it is. Have a look at that.
Wow. It's just like a little dimple. And
Yep.
that's it. Nice.
Yeah, you can touch it.
Oh yeah. So it feels perfectly smooth. Like, I mean, there's like a airline touch, but that's it.
Yeah. And the big thing is underneath, it does have a little product underneath, so it's not like a little dimple there that'll pop back out. It's actually glued to the back side of the seat. That should last another, I don't know, 25, 30 years at least. It's 50 years old now.
Perfect.
Hopefully you learned something. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. We'll keep showing you what we do around here. Hopefully you're liking it.